you have your questions ready. Please, I hope you have your questions ready. If you don't have your questions, start as they're talking, just start writing them down. Anything you want them to clarify, they're here for you. Okay, welcome to Homegrown Success, how to scale your small business. I'm going to be passing the mic to my colleague Deborah, who will be welcoming the speakers. We're jumping right into it, no time to delay. We're jumping right into it like right now. So, Deborah, you have the floor. Deborah, we can see you, but we can't hear you. Uh-oh. I think Deborah might be having network issues. Am I the only one who can't hear her? Can somebody please unmute and let me know if they can hear Deborah? Can anybody hear me?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, I can hear
Okay,
you.
yes, I hear you.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Thank you
Hi,
for
Deborah.
welcome to the evening. All right, so I'm just going to be jumping right in, and I'll be welcoming on board our first speaker for today, which is Elsa Bankole. She's the founder of Elsa Lagos, a jewelry brand that is known for its stylish and stand out in customer service. Okay, that's what we're here for. With over 5 years of business experience, Elsa believes that customer service is more than a duty, but a powerful tool for growth strategy. She's a first-class biochemistry graduate from the University of Lagos. Okay, I think we might have to clap our hands for that. That is amazing. And she's the eldest of 6 children. She's very passionate about business, financial independence, and living life fully. Every Lagos business owner wants to live life fully. So Elsa brings intentionality and her heart to everything she does. We are so excited to have Elsa on board, and we cannot wait to hear all the tea that she has for us today. So Elsa, welcome on board. Over to you. Thank you very much once again.
Okay, let me turn on my camera. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes,
we can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi.
Okay. Sorry, give me a second. I think my internet is messing up.
I pinned you so that everybody can focus.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening. You can comment to my greeting. I mean, you can react with an emoji or something. So my name is Elsa, and you can see on my shirt, I run a brand called Elsa Lagos. Elsa Lagos is a jewelry brand. We basically retail jewelry and fashion accessories. That's the bottom line of everything we do. But beyond that, I like to think that we create experiences for people. Whether you're shopping for a gift or it's your engagement, or you're getting ready for a wedding, your wedding, or an Owambe, or just everyday day-to-day activities, jewelry is really an essential part of everyone's lives or most people's lives. And I think that having that outlook is something that has helped me in business in terms of customer service or customer experience, which is what I was invited to speak about today. So I'll just get into it. So I like to say that referrals are the currency of a small business. Basically, if you start a business in Nigeria or anywhere, you just started, you've not made your first sale yet, you don't have ₦1 million sitting somewhere, you don't have any investors, all you have really as a small business is referrals, what people have to say about your business, right? And people may forget what exactly it is they bought from you. They may forget how much they've spent shopping from you. But one thing they will never forget is how you made them feel. So I don't know who is active on Twitter here, but there's a real life example of what I'm talking about that happened just earlier today. So there was this photographer that made like a derogatory comment about people, and then someone quoted his tweet and said, I know this photographer, he's good at what he does, but 3 years ago, this is how he treated me. So it's not necessarily about, even though she never patronized him, she never used his service, she never forgot how he made her feel. Whether he was right, whether he was wrong, is an entirely different story. What is in contention now is the customer experience, right? And that's something that's a small business you really need to prioritize. So I'll just quickly talk about how I started my business and got to how I started my business and got to be this good at customer service, basically. So I started my business in 100 level. I was in 100 level in Unilag. That was in 2019. And I started it because I was broke, basically. There's no super story behind it. And I didn't have any experience with jewelry. I'm not really a jewelry fan. It's not really my thing. I just really needed to make money. But one thing that I had was a business head or a business brain. I've done different kinds of businesses over the years. So I knew how to interact with customers and deal with human beings in general. So there was a time when I sold necklaces to a couple of girls in a room, like in a hostel, and there were 12. So I sold 12 necklaces, and all the necklaces turned black, like the next day or something. And I don't know, maybe it's this stereotype, but like girls like to form, I'll show you, I'll drag you, I'll do this or that. So they were already growing hot. And so my first how I handled that was I first of all apologized. I'm so sorry. Even though I don't produce the jewelry and all of that, I didn't do my due diligence, obviously. So I apologized and then I changed all the necklaces for all the 12 girls. I ran at a mighty loss. The business was just starting, so it's not like I had any money somewhere to replenish the business. So I changed all the necklaces for all of them and we kept it moving. But that is not something a lot of business owners do. It's not something a lot of people know how to do. And that's taking accountability and trying to always make sure that everyone that comes in contact with you leaves with a good experience. If you're just starting out your business, it's something you really have the ability to control, because right now you are dealing with maybe 5 people daily or 10 people daily or 20 people daily. You can still control it. You are not MTN that is dealing with millions of Nigerians every day. You still have the ability to control your PR, which is your public relations, what people are saying about you. So if you treat everyone that comes in specially, you get to control the narrative that goes out about you. All right. And then depending on the kind of business you do, you can't always compete based on price, that oh, my things are cheaper, or you can't always compete based on availability. Maybe you're selling food safe. Like food is everywhere, right? But you can compete based on how you treat your customers, if you're kind, if you're reliable, if you're attentive, right? Going the extra mile will always set you apart as a business owner. There's something I like to say when I'm training people that work with me. I say treat customers the way you like to be treated. If you are the one in charge of packaging an order, package it the way you like to receive an order. You won't want to receive an order in a black nylon polythene bag, or if it's packed shabbily, right? So you put yourself in your customer's shoes and you treat them accordingly. This is something that helps you stand out, because you you know what you like, and you will do things, well, I hope you will do things nicely for yourself. So you should reciprocate that to your customers, or extend that same treatment to your customers. And you also have to be excellent. I mean, if you're running a business, don't do things in half measures. Go all the way when you can or when applicable. Right. So customer service isn't always about how you talk to your customers, actually. Sometimes good customer service can look like responding timely to messages. Like if someone sends you a message by 6 p.m., for example, you should not be responding the next day by 9 a.m. if you can help it. You should keep your response time under 1 hour, under 30 minutes, because a lot of people are impulse shoppers. So if I send a message like, "Oh, I saw this show on your page, let me buy it," and you use 1 hour to respond to me, I can convince myself within that hour that, do I even really need this show or something, and I'll just like leave it, right? So good customer service looks like being responsive. Good customer service also looks like remembering details about people. So, first of all, when someone texts you for the first time, you should save their phone numbers. This helps you to remember their names. How you save it doesn't really matter. You can save it like where you met them, what they bought from you, but it just helps you to remember so that the next time the person comes, you can say, "Oh, good evening, Jane, welcome back," instead of "good evening." It just has a different vibe to it. Apart from remembering their names, you can remember their preferences. So let's say someone has bought something from you before and you deliver to Surulere. The next time the person comes, you can just say, "Oh, would you like the package delivered to the same address? Would you like package delivered to the same address? Or would you like it delivered to a new address?" This just helps the customer know that you have kept them in mind. You're paying attention to them. It's not just, they're not talking to an AI bot or something. You're paying attention. And then good customer service also looks like problem solving. How do you handle problems? How do you handle feedback? How do you handle complaints? A lot of business owners usually fail here because they don't know what to do with bad news or bad reviews or complaints. I mean, if somebody can reach out to you to say, "I paid for this, I got it, but it's bad," that's actually in your favor, because a lot of people would not reach out, would not speak up. They'll just make a mental note never to patronize you again. So when you have the one in a lifetime opportunity to get a bad review, that's actually a stepping stone to do better or to fix it, right? So even if when you're running a business, you shouldn't always be focused on money, 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 money. You also focus on because money is not the currency of a small business, it's referrals. So you're focused on, this person has to leave this place happy and with what they ordered. And also, a lot of business owners make the mistake of offering refunds. That's not good customer service. So let me explain. Let's say I ordered for a white dress for my court's wedding, and my course wedding is on Saturday, tomorrow, right? And today is Friday. So I text you that, "Oh, how far? Is my dress ready?" And then you say something like, "No, it's not. Send your account details, let me refund you." In your mind, you're like, "I don't owe this person anything. I'll send them their money." But to the customer, you are potentially ruining their big day, because the event is tomorrow and they don't have an alternative. So, in there are better ways to handle issues or complaints or bad reviews without first of all jumping on, "Oh, let me just refund this person, let them get out of my site," right? And then how I just want to bring this home to like real life situations, how good customer service has changed my business. If you go on Twitter and you just type Elsa Lagos, apart from my business posts, you're going to see a lot of good reviews from people that I did not ask for. People will just say things about your business, good or bad, but it also depends on how you treated them in the first place. And happy customers would always tell people, like they'll always refer you. I've had people that come to shop from me and they're like, oh, a friend gave me your number, or oh, a friend told me about your business. People will not share bad news. I mean, they do. They'll say, don't buy from that person, but they also share good news like, oh, I got these earrings from her. She's really good. You should order from her, right? As a small business that you can't always run ads, you don't have the capital to rent a billboard or anything. These are the little things that can help your business. And then a little hack that I do personally, I think I started doing it since my business started, is include a small gift in your customers' packages. It can be something very small, like candy. It can be if you sell jewelry like me, it can be an extra pair of earrings, maybe small earrings. If you sell food, it can be extra plantain, just something that lets the customer say something like, oh, this is so thoughtful, this is so nice. I've had people that order jewelry worth of 50K. I put chocolates for them and they ignore the jewelry. And their first thing is like, oh, else I got my package. Thank you for the chocolates. And I'm like, okay, what of your jewelry? You get. So it's just something that keeps people coming back, keeps them satisfied. And when you build a brand reputation like this, people will always come back because there are not a lot of trustworthy people that trustworthy brands that you can rely on. So if people find out that, oh, I can rely on this person, I can trust Elsa. If I ask her for something, she's going to deliver exactly what she posted, then you're going to build a community, and community is very important for your brand. So lastly, I just want to say that this is just to round up.
Elsa,
Don't see, yeah.
yes, so sorry. I was going to say you have 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm already done. So the last thing I'll say as a business owner is don't see customer service as a chore. It's actually an investment. Don't look at it like, oh, not again. I have to deal with these customers. How you think about them actually affects how you treat people. Right? If you have this mindset that customers are disturbing you or they're just there to waste your time, it will come across in the way you text, in the way you speak, in your brand tone, and all of that. So see it as an investment, even if somebody does not purchase from you. I know how frustrating it can be, especially when you've not made sales in a while, but treat them well. It's actually an investment. I've had people that there was a funny incident that happened one time. This guy, we used like 2 days to have a conversation, and at the end of the day, he was like that, oh, he's not buying, sorry. And I'm like, oh, no problem. Thank you for your time. Thank you for reaching out. And he's like that. And he feels so bad that now he actually has to buy something. That how can I still be so cordial at this point, right? So that's basically what I have to say. So customer service doesn't just help you grow; it builds a community of people that will also preach the gospel of your brand. Thank you.
My God. Thank you so much, Elsa. Thank you so much. Can everybody still hear me?
Yes,
Thank
we can hear
you
Yes,
you.
so
yes, we
much.
can hear you.
Oh my,
Yes, we can
I
hear you.
believe we learned a lot. All right. So one of my major takeaways from all of the things Elsa spoke about is how as business owners, you as a business owner, you have to be fast, honestly. There's no customer that is going to reach out to you and then you respond 3 hours, 4 hours later. The person just going to lose interest in whatever you're selling. So it's important to be fast, to be proactive. And then customer service is not just about pricing, it's not about your availability too. There is a lot. These are just the major ones I took. All right. So I'm just going to go in to introduce our second speaker for the day. I hope we're learning something. I want to see reactions. You guys should drop reactions in the chat box. Let me know that you're following. All right. So our second speaker is Anne, and she's the founder of Topless Air. She believes that every woman deserves to feel like a queen. And her wig stand out to make women stand out, to look beautiful and to exude sophistication. Ruth Adeoti is a proud entrepreneur and a second child of 8. She holds a higher national diploma in estate management and valuation from a federal polytechnic. All right, amazing. She's very dedicated with hair and she's known for serving premium quality wigs. consistently providing customer service and a wide range of styles that every woman needs. So we'll be having Roots to come on board to talk to us about community building, which is very important for business owners. And I'm very expectant for this session actually. So Ruth, it's so nice to have you with us, and you have the floor. Thank you and welcome once again.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hi,
we
good
can hear you
evening. We can
clearly.
hear you.
Good evening.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to be speaking at this April's Lagos Online Sellers Community Webinar. I want to say thank you to Ola, Subomi, Oduson, and Deborah, and the entire Raffles team. Thank you for having me here. So, I'm Adeoti with Busala. I'm a air entrepreneur, and I'm the founder of Surplus Air. And over the next 15 minutes, I'll be speaking on leveraging social media to drive traffic and sales while building a loyal community. So I'll be sharing insights on how you can utilize social media to your advantage, either as a startup or an existing online business owner. So a quick reflection before we dive right in. A few years ago, I launched my business. A few years ago, before I launched my business, 4 years ago, I had to go for an upgrade skill where I learned hairstyling. And I also met a friend there that was learning hairstyling too. And we struck up a conversation. I shared my inspiration of wanting to start up a hair business. However, I had issues with startup capital. I told her that hair business can be capital intensive. You need huge capital to start up the business. And I really wish to go into this business. And she advised, why not start small? Why not start selling online? Because I was like, that was 4 years ago. I was like, online, social media. I was kind of skeptical. I told her that I don't really know about social media, but I really want to have this huge capital to set up my own business. And she shared a success story of how she started revamping wigs online. And this funded her through school and helped her achieve anything, all the luxury life. And I was inspired by her story, and the rest was history. So after that particular training, about a few months later, I started.
I think I know what happened. She touched her earbuds, and I think that ended the call for her. That happens to me too. I understand. It's her earbuds. You're muted.
Okay. I was
I'm
wondering
so,
what
so sorry.
happened.
I'm so, so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It was your
Okay, it's
Yes,
earbuds,
back
Abby.
then.
yes, my AirPods. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Can everyone hear me now?
Mhm.
Hi. So that was it. After a few months later, I started selling air from the comfort of my room, and it's been 4 years ever since. And trust me, I'll tell you, that was the best decision I ever made in my life, honestly. So, because our topic is leveraging social media to drive traffic and sales while building a loyal community, a community of people that will ride with you through thick and thin forever. So, I will dive into what is social media. Firstly, social media is a place where you can express yourself, showcase your personality, sell unique value either as a product, as a service, or maybe as an idea. You can express yourself on social media through different links, through brand awareness, putting your brand out there, through visual storytelling, through trends, jumping on different trends like TikTok and all other trends on social media. And now you are looking for how to make sales, how to drive sales, and how to use social media to drive traffic and sales on your page. And I'll be sharing experiences that have helped me grow. These are strategies that I put into my business and has worked for me over time, over the years. So before diving into social media strategies, it is very important to understand your target audience. So I, as the owner of Top Lux Air, I sell air to women that want to look beautiful, and our target audience are to women that want to slay premium luxury yet very affordable air. So, okay, we'll identify our preferences. We know who we are selling to, and we know the kind of the different social media platforms that we ought to channel our energy to. And Top Luxury has a, let me say, a strong base on Instagram, on Facebook, and a bit on TikTok. So, how do you choose the right platform for social media? I'm selling here to women with a certain age bracket. You know that only women that are within so age can work with, like from 16 to 40, 50, 60. And WhatsApp is also a social media platform where you can sell, but also Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok is where we can get to sell to people. So, social media strategy that will drive traffic and sales. Um, I would say high quality visuals to showcase your product, customer reviews and testimonials, customer feedback, very, very important. Focusing, this is going to end me. I don't know why the airport is coming home. Focusing on the
Oh my god. I'm sure she'll join back in a minute. Okay, she's back.
Yes. Okay. She's back now.
I'm sorry, I don't know why my airport is coming off. I don't know why my airport is coming off. I'm so sorry. So
It's okay.
Um, when we are starting an online business, we know that the primary aim of starting a business is to make profit. However, when you are starting a business, you need to have it at the back of your mind that I want to build trust with people. I want to build a community of buyers. I don't just want to start. Yes, we all want to make profit when we're starting a business, yes, but there are key things that you need to put into consideration, like building trust the people that you come across. Anybody that comes across the face, you know that yes, I think I want to patronize this person. And there are some key factors that you need to put into consideration that will make someone want to stop by and say, okay, let me patronize this person. And I'll be highlighting some key factors and strategies to drive traffic and sales in case of anybody that wants to put it down. Like I said, high quality visuals to showcase your product, customer testimonials, feedbacks, and reviews, focusing on being different rather than being better, creating seamless shopping experience, maintaining a consistent posting schedule. So let's go right into it. So I said about building trust with potential customers. When your posts are engaging enough, you are posting quality videos, you are able to see what you are trying to sell across to them. And these videos are enticing. You are able to entice a visitor to explore your brand further, thereby drawing them in and making sure they are more likely to make a purchase. You know, I can't be walking on the street of Instagram and just see a random page and maybe the person has all these blurry pictures, not really catchy. Most of the ads I sell on my page are ads that are really eye catchy that once you pass through this particular post, you want to stop by and say, what is this person selling? You will be prompted to go into the person page and even say, okay, let me check on this person's page and see what this person is selling. And you've been able to catch one follower, two followers, two, three followers, and most people will just follow you first and say, okay, let me see what you are doing. But when you are posting customer feedback, testimonials, now we are mostly influenced by what we see and not by what someone else is saying to you. When I'm telling you I sell luxury wigs, I give quality, I give you value for your money, trust me. Okay, it's okay to say that. But when you come to my page, what are you seeing? What are the referrals? What are the customer reviews you are seeing? What are the testimonials you are seeing? What are people saying about this brand? Customer reviews goes a long way. You need to flood your platforms with your customer reviews. It's okay when you're starting new and you end up having one customer, two customer, three customer. You can just engage them. Do you like my service? Do you like our product? Would you want to try us once again? And those reviews, some people, maybe the first buy, second buy. And let me tell you something. For every returning customer you have, you left a lasting impression for them. For every person that is coming back to your page, maybe the person patronized you the first time, and the person is patronizing you the second time, the third time, you should know you definitely did something different. You left a lasting impression that will make them say, okay, I want to stop by to patronize this brand another time. So focusing on being different than being better. We have a quite number of people that sell air. Like I said, I'll be using my own business as a case study while speaking. So please bear with me. We have a quite number of people that sell airs everywhere. And what is that little thing that sets me different from the rest of the others? I don't want to prove that I am better than the next vendor. I don't want to prove to you that, okay, come to me, my quality is better, my air is better. Everybody can get quality air, quality,
Oh,
quality. Sorry, is that a problem? Okay,
no, I think somebody mistakenly unmuted.
so sorry. Anybody can get quality airs anywhere, but I just want to focus on being different. Everybody sells air, but what makes me different? What differentiates my brand? For some people, it's the little things that matters when it comes to brand packaging. Like when I started my business far back as 2021, I started very small, but I held something in high esteem and it's brand packaging. I made sure the customer that is buying from you feels valued, even if it's as far as giving them a small appreciation note. Like when you buy air from me and you receive our brand bag, you're going to see a little write-up that says, every day I'm genuinely thankful for you amazing people that choose us despite numerous options. We have different SLRs outside, but we are extremely grateful that you chose Top Lotte. You chose to buy from us. So it's the little things that matter. Sometimes you can add free gifts. Sometimes you can give a client that is buying up to two, three, four nice discounts and nice incentive. There was a time I used to add chocolates on my orders, and some people will even come and patronize me because I'm adding chocolate. Some people, after making payments for their week, some people will say, I hope you are adding chocolates to my orders. It's the littlest things that matters to some people. You'll be very, very surprised how people can take very huge importance in the tiniest things, in the littlest things. Some people don't really take brand packaging. Far back as 4 years ago, I made sure my brand packaging was on point. I wasn't starting with huge capital. I started small, but I made sure when you are receiving your air, you feel loved, you feel valued, you want to try this brand again another time. So there can be two people selling the same product at different prices, and people will still gravitate towards one person than the other. And in a crowded market like social media, being different is better than focusing on being better than the next person. And next, I'm going to talk on creating seamless shopping experience. So make your customer feel special with irresistible offers. I remember last Valentine, we had a 5,000 naira discount voucher off all weeks. There are some people that, okay, I know I need air, but something is going to prompt them to want to buy from you at that particular point in time. Instead, we have 5,000 off all weeks for each week you purchase. If you are purchasing 10 heads, you're going to get 60,000 naira discount. And because of that little gesture, some people had to patronize, and we even added free gifts. It is from
Okay, Ruth.
your little profit and your little gain that you just try to make sure your
So
customers feel happy and feel.
you have 5 minutes left.
Hello? 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 Yeah, let's say something.
Yeah, I think it's a network. She was going to say that you have 5 minutes remaining.
Okay, so I'll round up soon. So how to move to building a loyal community of buyers and a loyal community of sellers. A loyal community is a group of people bound together by shared interests, value, or purposes, and they are people that feel a strong sense of belonging and connection through their engagement and unwavering support to you. Like, I'm building a loyal community for my business by having buyers, satisfied clients that refer their friends, their families, their colleagues, and before you know it, there is a particular base of people that I'm not getting my air from any other vendor except Top Loss Air. So, however, in the air industry, I noticed a surge of young entrepreneurs that want to go into the air business, but they have little or no capital. So, with the Facebook platform, I built a community of resellers. So we do not just offer retail, we sell retail and wholesale deals to customers. So I noticed that there are young people that want to go into the air business, like stay-home mom, students that want to make extra income. And with just that one Facebook platform and running sponsored adverts, I was able to build a community of resellers, people that are all over the state that want to go into the air business, but they don't know how to. And dropshipping means you delivering to their clients directly without it getting to them first, or buying also people that want to start small. They want to buy maybe 2, 3 hairs and start from the comfort of their home, just like I started. And a community, there are people that will ride with you, that will work with you through thick and thin, no matter what. So I'll be ending on this note. If you keep waiting to have everything figured out before you step out and say, and you get nothing done. When I wanted to start, I had so many doubts. I have so many ifs. I had so many what ifs. I was so scared of, okay, how was I going to start? But the moment you take the first step and the next step, this next step takes you to the next step and to the next step and to the next step. So it is better you start however you want to start. It's better you start and do it afraid. It's better you start now. So understand your audience, tailor your content accordingly, choose the right social media platform based on what you are selling, develop a content strategy that will showcase your products to the right people that you need to get to. Utilize social media advertising, sponsored ads, targeting ads, very, very important. And by implementing these strategies, you will be well on your way to leveraging social media to drive traffic and sales while building your own loyal community. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ruth. That was an amazing session. It was literally like a whole marketing class. All right, thank you so much. Community is like, it's the new oil. As long as you can have a group of people that will stand by you, you're not just only building customer loyalty, but you're just going to be getting referrals without even doing anything. As long as you can put in the work for your community. So you can put your questions in the chat box if you have any. I'm sure you have a lot of questions for Ruth. She really broke down a lot of things. So just put your question in the chat box and to be attended to. So we're moving over to our third speaker and our last but not the least speaker for the day, which will be Linda. She's the founder of Mel's Aesthetic Clinic, a fast-growing skincare brand that is known for delivering visible results, science-backed treatment, and an exceptional client experience. With over 6 years of business experience, all our speakers have experience. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's noticing that they have a lot of experience. So everything that they are telling us is what they've done, what they've implemented, and what has worked. All right. So Linda has 6 years of business experience, and she combines her academic background in pharmacology from Olabisi Onabanjo University with certification in cosmetic science and advanced aesthetics from the Beauty Therapy Institute, Lagos. Okay, that's a big one there. All right. Our expertise allows her to bridge the gap between science and skincare, offering services and products that are both effective and safe. It is so amazing to have you on board, Linda. We're excited to have you. We cannot wait for everything you have for us. Linda is going to be speaking about media sales and strategy. Welcome on board, and you have the floor, Linda.
Hi, good evening. How are you doing? First off, I'm going to apologize. I speak very, very fast. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we
Yes, I
can hear
can hear
you.
you.
Yes,
So I speak very, very fast.
We
That
can hear
might
you.
be a problem, but I'm going to try my best to speak on a normal level. Let me put it like that. So I'm going to be sharing my screen actually because I prepared something. Sorry. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen now? Yes. Okay, so I'm sharing my
yes,
screen because I want to take everybody along, basically. Can you hear me?
okay. Yes, I can hear you, Linda.
Yes, yes, please. All right, so if you can hear me, you can just put a comment in the chat box. Because I think the gen is making noise, so I'm not really sure this affects it, please just let me know. What I'm presenting on is sales strategy, how to scale your small business, basically. But I already prepared a PowerPoint for it so that we can everybody can get along, everybody can see what I'm talking about. The first thing is I'm going to be asking you a question, basically. So, what is your biggest challenge? I'm sure all of us here, majority of us are business owners. If you're not a product business owner, you are a service business owner. So, what has been your biggest challenge when it comes to making sales? You can just drop what your biggest challenge has been in the chat box. But I'm going to be starting with definition of sales strategy. Can you still see me? Hello?
We can
Yes,
hear you, but
yes.
we can't see you because you're sharing
We
your
can
Oh,
screen
see, we
now.
can see.
oh, okay,
We can hear you,
okay,
yes.
Just
okay. All right, that's fine. What is the definition of sales strategy? Sales strategy is a plan to achieve the sales goal of a business. I'm sure as a business owner, you probably have a goal for your business. So, sales strategy is a plan for you to achieve that sales goal. For example, I run an aesthetic clinic and I am located in Ikeja. My goal can be, oh, I want to be the biggest aesthetic clinic in Ikeja. So a plan to actually get to that goal. That is what sales strategy is. And some people also describe this as how a business will win, retain. Hello?
yeah, we can hear you. We're with you.
Okay. All right. So some people also describe it as how a business will win, retain, and develop new clients. It is basically a blueprint for success because if you don't have a sales strategy, there is a 80% chance that that business is going to fail because what keeps a business running is sales. Basically, all of us are here to make money, I believe. Please, if I want you to just drop comments in the chat box. So I was able to bring out some key elements on how to run a successful sales strategy. So we're going to be starting with goals and objectives. Remember, I already explained that sales strategy is the goal to achieve a successful business, right? So your goals are what you intend to achieve. I already explained that. Okay, for example, my business, I want to be the biggest aesthetic clinic in Ikeja. I want to do that. My objective is how I know. It is the benchmark to how I know if I've attained that goal in the first place. So basically, if I'm currently attending to over 500 clients this month, And roughly we have maybe about, let's say, 1 million people in Ikeja, thereabout. And I am able to attend to 5,000 clients in a month. That can be my benchmark that, oh, I now know that I am now part of the top aesthetic unit in Ogba. So you have to have goals and then you have to have objectives. And then she also made mention, that is Ruth. Ruth made mention of knowing your target market. Knowing your target market is very, very important. It is very, very important because it helps you to sell effectively. You can't sell to people if you don't know who you are selling to. You have to know who you are selling to. For example, I sell male clothing and I'm just running adverts to everybody. I'm just like, I know, yes, some female want to buy male clothing, maybe to give to their boyfriends, to give to their brothers and thereabouts. But you have to know exactly who your customer target is. Define your ideal customer. Know their age, know their gender, know their needs, know their earning power and their location. Earning power is very, very important because it helps to know your costing price. It helps you to know, oh, okay, I'm selling this. The people in my vicinity, the people that are my customer target, they can afford it. Let's say, for example, you are selling crop top. Okay, maybe I would prefer you people look at me now. Let me stop sharing. Sorry. Can everybody hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you clearly. Clearly.
Okay, so let's say you are selling crop top. You are in the student area and you are selling one crop top for 80,000 naira. This is not visible because majority of people that are currently wearing crop tops are people 16, 17, 18. Can they afford what you are selling? So it's very, very important to know your customer's earning power. It's also important to know your location. Your location is very, very important. You cannot say you are selling food and you are running ads to people in Kaduna. How are you supposed to deliver to them? Yes, you can deliver to them, but without proper thinking, how are you supposed to get this food across to them? So, like I'm saying, you can't sell effectively if you don't know who you are selling to. And also, you have to focus on solving a problem that your customer cares about. What is the problem that you are looking to solve? As somebody that is into sales, you have to be willing to solve a problem. That is, I mean, Elsa said she sells jewelry. She's solving problems. So you need good jewelry for all your events, as fast as possible, fast delivery, good customer service, and thereabouts. She's selling hair for people that want to look beautiful and thereabouts. So definitely, sorry, you have to focus on the problems that people care about. And then I also pinpointed building a scalable sales process because I like to say that sales making sales is about doing it in a reputable way because when you want to pass on the touch, you now have a team. You have to have a you have to have you have to have a way, an organized way at which you make sales as fast as possible. So there are several steps in making sales. I like to say prospect, lead, conversion, and retention. Your prospects, these are the people who have been qualified to be your potential clients. Where do you find these people? These are the people that you find on social media. You find them on Twitter, you find them on TikTok, Instagram, you find them when you run ads. These are the people that have been qualified to be your potential clients. These are the people that you yourself you have marked out that okay, this is my target audience. These are the people I'm targeting. Then your lead are people that have actually shown interest in what you are selling. They are the ones that enter your DMs. If you have a working store, they are the ones that have walked into your store. They are the ones that have referred you. So this is the people. And it is very, very, this part is where a lot of people miss it. Because when you enter it, when a customer enters your DM, I like to say close that sale as fast as possible. When Elsa said, oh, people actually do have very short attention span. Coming from me, I would message a brand, give it the next 30 minutes, I've probably forgotten about it. So you now have to ask the right questions on early in the sense that when someone enters your DM, you're asking them questions that you need answers to so that you can close the sale as fast as possible. For example, I sell skincare products. When you enter my DM, the first question I'm asking you is, oh, what are your main skin concerns? How can I help you? What products have you used before? So I know the way to actually tackle and help you solve your problem. And it's also important to engage this lead. It's very, very important to engage them. the first thing that should I don't think the first thing that should pop into your head is I want to make sales. Yes, you want to make sales, but don't put it in everybody's face that you want to make sales. Let them feel like, oh, this person is understanding what I'm saying. Like for example, you're a baker, you sell cake, somebody enters your DM, oh, I want a 5 inch by eight cake. And then the first question is, oh, what event do you want it for? What color do you want it in? Oh, blah, 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 what flavor? So that you can close that sale as fast as possible. So it's very, very important to engage your lead and then conversion, making it easy to close sales. Elsa spoke about this as well, where, oh, someone enters your DM, you shouldn't take forever to actually reply them. I know, yeah, there are some business owners that have work hours. You're working from probably 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. After that time, you can't respond. But make sure that you have a something that you have put in place to make these sales as fast as possible. Is it that you want to have a website? Have a website. If you cannot build a website, there are several e-commerce websites that you can join. Bumper, for example, you can join them. These things will help you so that even when you are sleeping, sales are coming in. Because there's a time in your business where you can't always be the one handling everything. You can't always be the one replying to every GM. You have to know that you can delegate this thing so that when you are sleeping, money is still coming into your account. And I also strengthen your offer. This is where you ensure that you are giving good value. You are giving your clients good value. You're not just selling everything that is sellable. Ensure that you are providing good value to your customer. It's very, very important. That also helps you make better sales. And in this, I would be talking about upselling and cross-selling, because upselling and cross-selling is very, very important when it comes to sales. It helps you determine how it helps increase the revenue you will make at the end of the month. It's very, very important. So upselling is basically encouraging a customer to buy a higher version of what they originally came in for. Let's say I sell fan, for example. I sell fan, a rechargeable fan. This fan lasts for 10 hours and I'm selling it for 15,000 naira. And I'm running advert on that, and a client enters the store, oh, I want to get this fan. And but upselling is not when you tell them, oh, I have another option. This one will last you for 25 hours, but it's just extra 10,000 naira. Don't you think you should go for this? That is upselling. Upselling helps to increase average customer value. It also helps your customer get better results, because the reason why they are coming to you in the first place is because they trust that you are going to provide the best for them. So upselling will help you with that. Cross-selling is when you are selling a product or service that is related to what they initially came for. You are selling fan. What can you sell with fan? Let's say you are someone comes in for fan, you say, oh, I want stabilizer. Oh. Stabilizer is going to help your fan last longer. It's going to even help charge your fan. So get a stabilizer with it. That is cross selling. So in the end, you're not doing extra marketing. You are just selling based on the original marketing that you have already focused on. So it helps to increase revenue without extra marketing effort. It also helps to increase loyalty. When customers know that, oh, these two work together, oh, you are giving me the best. They would even feel like you are giving them the best. Whereas I don't trying to make money. I don't trying to make your own sales. You are selling food. Let them, when they want to buy food, sell zobo with the food. Sell drinks with the food. So that way, that is what upselling and cross-selling is about. Oh, sorry, please. I'm angry. Then I also have route to market. Route to market is very, very important. It is how your product and your services get to your ideal customer. How does your product get to your ideal customer? There are several routes to the market, and I like to say that it is advisable you rely on multiple routes to the market. I don't know if Yoruba, some of us are Yoruba here, but Yoruba will say that on a waja, there are different paths to the market. So you have to have a different route to the market. So the few routes that I've been able to jot down is direct to customer. That is in your DMs, in your WhatsApp, through TikTok, Instagram, walking store. You are the one conversing with these people. You are the one closing the sales. And you will close it as fast as possible, because people's attention span is small. You have to learn to close sales as fast as possible. Then we also have retail or distribution channel. That is when you are selling your products through another business, using mini distributors in other cities. Top Lux mentioned this. She said, oh, she has a wholesale group where they are people that they just want to start their business. You are selling to them at affordable price, and that is what this distribution channel is about. You actually That's different means of income. So if it's not direct to direct, there is another way where you are making sales. So you are selling products through another business. People that sell in the supermarket, they are selling with, let's say, Prince Ebano supermarket now. I am selling through Prince Ebano. My product in Prince is in Prince Ebano. I'm selling through them. So you are making your own money like that again. You are using mini distributors in other states. A lot of problems right now. I don't know if my time is going. So sorry. A lot of problems right now is public delivery fee. Some people cannot. Okay. Some people cannot afford that delivery fee. So ask mini distributors in other cities. Give these distributors this product at reduced price, or if it's to give them salary, do it at a reduced price, and that way you are still making sales regardless. And then there's also influencer channels that is letting other people promote your brand for you. I know as a small business owner, this can be very, very tricky because a lot of people think influencers are expensive. Some are expensive, some are not. That is why we have micro influencers, nano influencers, very, very small influencers. Give them your product, let them market. Ooh, my time has gone.
It's going so good. Let's just take like
Hey, my time has gone. Okay,
2 minutes. Let's use
I'll round up
it.
now. Okay, so all those your friends that are currently trying to create vlog on TikTok, your friends that they want to be into content creation, give them your product. Let them include it in their vlogs. Let them include it in this thing. This way, there are other people promoting your business for you. And then we also have B2B. That is, you sell to other businesses in bulk. Let's say, for example, you are selling chin chin. I want to sell chin chin, but I'm too lazy to be honest. To start mixing flour, to start cutting it, to start blah 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 blah. But I want to sell chin chin. I want it. So you sell to somebody that is interested in that thing in bulk. That way you are making huge money even at once. Okay, you are one of like the best way to make your money at once. So business to business, B2B, it is also very, very good when it comes to selling. And then I also have, this is my last I have search optimization and SEO. So SEO is search engine optimization. If people can't find you online, there is no way that they can actually buy from you. People need to find you online. And if people can't find you online, you are leaving that money on the table. And this money is going into your customer, going into your competitors' market. There is no point. So if you have to optimize your page in a way that people can find you online. For example, you are selling clothes, don't make it so difficult to find you. Sorry, no. I'm trying to find like a proper. Let's give there's something I want to use, but I will not use. I will not use. But so basically, you want people to be able to find you, so that when people think of, oh, I want to buy skincare, your name can come out as fast as possible. Your name can stick in people's head as fast as possible. That is it. So you want people to be able to find you as fast as possible because it will also help you spend less on advertising. For example, I'm looking for best donut seller in Ikeja. The first thing I'm going to type is donut seller in Ikeja. Make sure that you are among those donut sellers in Ikeja. Put your own under. Ensure that. So it's important to use the right keywords. Use what your ideal customer is searching for. Put yourself in your customer's shoes. I want to buy donuts. What am I going to type? I'm not going to be typing most affordable donuts in Ikeja. I'm not going to be typing the baddest donuts in Ikeja. I'm going to be typing donuts in Ikeja basically. So put yourself where people can find you. Use location based keywords. It's very, very important. Ooh, my time has gone. All right.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Sorry. So I have one last thing to say. I'm going to say, in as much as we are small business owners, I would like you to see yourself as a big business owner. Think outside the box. It's very, very important that you see yourself as a big business owner. It is very, very important that, oh, you have a mindset for scaling. Think like a CEO. How would a CEO do this? When it comes to this problem, how would they solve it? Think like one. Delegate low task. When your business grows to a point, give this task out to other people. I'm not saying, oh, you have to now hire somebody that is charging you a lot of money, but if it's maybe your sister or maybe someone that just finished YS that's looking, just delegate tasks basically. Think like a CEO. See yourself as, oh, this business I'm running, I want to keep running it to the next 5 years. I want it to be big in the next 5 years. This business I'm running is going to give me generational wealth. So see yourself like that, and it's going to help you condition how you would operate your business. So I think that is where I'm going to be ending today. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Linda. I don't know if it is just me, but I feel like we need to invite our speakers for one-on-one sessions. Like we'll have only them speak for the entire 45 minutes because they just brought so much value. I'm going to be calling
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'm going to be pinning the three speakers to my screen and then we can ask them our questions. I noticed that there are questions on pin this style. And look that there are questions in the chat. I hope that she's still around. Can everybody still hear me clearly?
Yes,
And
yes,
somebody
I
okay,
can.
thank
Yes, we can hear you.
you. So I'm pinning the three speakers. You all can please still turn on your cameras. You can just still unmute your mic. I'm unmute your mic, sorry. You can still mute your mic, but please turn on your camera so people can still see your beautiful faces. Only person that noticed that did you see Ruth's wig? You will know that she's running top of air. And Elinda's skin. I was
Say or
like,
nothing.
are you people are representing? And I'm afraid. Okay, so I'll just take some of our questions. My earbuds is acting up as well, but I'm just hoping that everybody can hear me and I'm not talking to the void. Um, okay, somebody is trying to. Okay, am I the only ones not seeing our speakers, or their cameras are not on yet?
You're not
Their
alone. The
cameras
cameras
on.
are not on.
Yeah, cameras
Okay,
are.
I'm
okay, good.
sorry,
I'm sure
my
they will
phone
come.
went off, so I'll be back on shortly.
All
This is
right, no,
problem.
no
Sorry,
problem.
I didn't know you
No
wanted to see our
problem.
face.
Yes, we want your beautiful faces. So we want your beautiful faces. I'm sure Lucy will also turn it on. So as we first had like a first question, and that question was directed to Elsa. And the question was about, how to draw the line between good customer service and being firm with customers. And I imagine that this person who asked was asking because some Nigerian customers can be a handful. This is something we also discussed in the community, WhatsApp, and we talk about how some customers can be a handful. I have somebody here, okay, community member, who talks about, okay, my their experience. So, Elsa, how do you handle being fair with customers and also like showing good customer service?
Sorry, did you say being firm?
Yes, being fair, like from the perspective of the job or customer.
Okay, okay. So I'm guessing that the customer is giving issues and you still want to leave a good impression while being strict. Okay.
Yes.
Um so there are ways to go about this, right? The first thing is customer is king, but customer is not always right. And you are allowed and you should stand your ground as a business owner. You should have boundaries. You shouldn't be a pushover just because you want to make it clean. You can't please everybody. Even Jesus Christ did not please everybody, right? Everybody cannot love you. You can only do your best. But being firm with a customer can still be good customer service because you don't have to insult them or be rude to them or be nasty simply because you are trying to make a point or get them to stick with your systems. So, for example, I've had customers that try to, you know, price because Nigerians believe that they can price anything and everything. So I have a website. They don't want to shop on the website. So they'll come into my DM. They will send everything they want and they'll be like, oh, is this the last price? And I'm like, yes, all prices are non negotiable. And they'll be like, since when in this Nigeria? Nothing like that. Like trying to force you to what's the okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, I wanted to change. I was using my laptop. The camera isn't as great. So trying to force you to like do what you don't want to do or make concessions for them. You can still be firm. Still use your five magic words. Please, thank you, excuse me, I'm sorry. Right? Say, oh, I'm so sorry, we're not running discounts at this time. thank you for understanding, or like no matter what, don't lose your cool. There shouldn't come a point where you and the customer are exchanging words. You're foolish, you're mad. If at all they provoke you to that extent, just stop replying. That's actually the best thing to do. Just stop replying. And you can blacklist a customer. You are allowed to blacklist customers. If a customer is provocative, they don't hear what they are, what do you call it, job done. You are actually allowed to remove that customer from a potential as a potential client and say, I don't know, we are not offering this service to you. I've blocked customers before, Sha. So you get the way there's a way you can move that I'm like, "Ah, this person does not align with my brand vision." I'll give one more example.
Yeah.
There's a customer that wanted something. So I don't really like replying messages in the night because my calculator brain goes off. So I always make calculation errors. But this particular person was like, "Ah, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I really want to order this. So I sent him an invoice of 9,000. And then after I sent the invoice, he requests for me to add two extra bracelets. And this would have taken his invoice to 16,000. But I told him, but he said this is 13.5, right? Like he didn't allow me calculate by myself. And because it was night and stuff, I'm just like, yes. So the next day I delivered. So when I was balancing my accounts, I realized that there was an error. So I reached out to him, I'm like, "Ah, this is a mistake, or you only paid for one bracelet, you didn't pay for two." And he's like, "Oh, sorry, I'll send the money now." Long story short, he didn't send that money for like 3 weeks. And when he did, he removed 500 naira from the money. So in that kind of situation now, there's no need to exchange words with him. I just said, okay, thank you, received, and I blocked him because there's no need for any future conversation.
Oh my God,
Like,
that's so
no need
real.
to drag, you don't need to drag, like, we just go our separate ways. So it's actually allowed. So that's what I'll say about that.
Mm. Another thing I got from what you just shared is that, like, as much as you want to make money and sell to everybody you can sell to, everybody cannot might not be your customer, and that's fine.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that is
that's true.
fine. As much as you want to please your customers, not everybody will be your customer. So I'm going to direct my next question to Linda, and that's because Linda, when you started your session, you
Okay.
asked people to talk on the in the chat what their biggest challenges are, and a lot
Yeah.
of people talk like what their challenges. But I'm just going to summarize it because of time. I don't want us to take too long so people don't get tired and log off. And then people that are watching the recording will not also be tired. So most of the challenges people are facing is like people are, they lack visibility, they need wider reach, and I really think that a lot of it is centered around money and publicity. So it's like, for you, how did you get through the challenge of like starting with very small capital and then scaling to somebody who now has your own physical store? Do you understand? Like, how did you surmount the mountain of like visibility and capital?
Okay, for me, I started my business while I was in school, and one of the things I focused on while I was in school was, I mean, as at that time, Instagram was not yet as popular and active as I now. I did one on one. I talk to people one on one. When I meet with people, I introduce myself. Oh, my name is Linda. This is what I sell. This is what I do. Basically, just do word of mouth to each. I as at that time I was selling clothes. Like I was selling clothes, so I will meet with the let's say the top big boys of the school. Oh, my name is Linda. I'm selling this. I'm selling that. Let me give you my WhatsApp number. Let me save your number so that we can. And as at that time, I was doing drop shipping. I didn't start my business with any capital. I didn't start the clothing business with any capital. I started it with drop shipping. I mean, my supplier, somebody wants to buy this, I message it to my supplier delivers it to me, I give it to them. So I didn't necessarily start. But there are few businesses that you cannot start without any capital. There are some that you actually do need capital to reach a point. I can't really give an example right now because for skincare, as an example, when I moved into my skincare business, because I already had capital from my former business, I could do it the way I wanted to do it. So you can start very small, start very, very small. Like she said, like Ruth said, you can start here, start with what you have. post what you have. If it's that, oh, okay, what you have at the moment, you have to first go and buy it in market. There are a lot of people doing this thing and they are making money. There are a lot of people that drop shippers online and they are making money. What they do is they post the available thing. Thousands of people on this same internet are using the same suppliers, posting the same content. Or but basically that's one. I'm talking about the money aspect. But about the visibility, that still boils down to your SEO, your search engine optimization. Is very, very important, like I said. Even if you currently have a name for your business and you think this name is not something that people can find easily, it's not a name that will stick to people's head. Let's say I'm trying to look for like a long name. Okay, let's say I wanted to start my own business now. I'm naming it Ebonzinda Skincare. Who is going to find me? Or Ebonzinda Essentials. Basically, make sure that your SEO, your search engine is very, very good. You have worked on it. Put yourself on Google if you have to do. Use all social media platforms. Do not neglect any social media platform. Don't neglect anybody. If it's WhatsApp that you think you have audience, use WhatsApp. Post what you have there. If it's and there is also this thing I wanted to say. Learn to focus on one thing. Be known for one thing. Don't be jumping from. There are people that are selling house, you are selling clothes, you are selling air, you are selling food. Let people know you for one thing. Stay in one place. It's very, very important to build consistency. That is the way you're actually going to scale that business. So that when they think of, oh, I want to buy air, the first thing that comes is, this girl on my WhatsApp, oh, she has been posting air for like since 2021. Let me buy from her. So let that is also very, very important. I don't know if I've been able to answer the question or if I went upward. So if I've been able to answer it, please let me know.
I think that kind of answers the question. For the money
Okay.
part, like if you can drop ship, drop ship. If not, and you have to start preparing small, small, post what is available. And then for the visibility part, ensure that your name is a very rememberable. It's a name that is easily remember, like Elsa Lagos,
Yes.
something of Nails Essentials is
Yes.
a name that come to mind. And also like just talk about your business. Be out there and be known for one thing. So I think that you definitely had this
Yeah.
question. Thank
Jump
you
on
very much.
trends too.
Okay. What do you say?
I said they should jump on trends, TikTok trends, Instagram trends. Jump on it if you want me to be
Hmm,
visible.
social media trends, yeah. Hey, my network. Oh. Can you hear me?
Yes, I mean.
Thank God.
Yes, we can
My
hear you.
network just froze for a minute. All right, Ruth, over to you. So my question for you, Ruth, somebody asked that at what point did you realize that there is like a market or demand for hair? And I'm going to rephrase the person's question, and I'm going to ask you two questions actually. I'm going to rephrase the person's question in a way that I'm sure that they probably wanted to phrase it but did not know how to do it. So let's say you wanted to start your business, you wanted to go into business. Why did you make the decision to go with hair? And why did you make sure to stay with her? Because some people start with something and then they stop. So why did you make the decision to go with her and stay with her? And my second question to you is that how do you reach people that can afford hair, like the kind of hair you sell? So there's some people that sell blends, some people sell low grade hair, stuff like that. How do you reach the people that can actually afford, even though your hair is affordable? How do you reach them? So first is why hair? Why did you stick with hair? And second is how do you reach people who can afford your products?
Okay, so thank you. First of all, hair business for me is more like a passion, and it's something that I've wanted ever since I was young. I used to tell my friends that I don't think I want to work under anybody. I want to be a businesswoman. I want to own a beauty home. I always want to do that, but I do not know how at the time. But I just knew I wanted to go into the beauty industry, and I'm still going to expand more on that. So after about 2 years of graduating and job hunting, I didn't get a good job. I was just randomly talking to someone, and the person said, "Okay, what of air business?" And I was like, the lady wanted to sell air, and I'm like, "Okay, I wanted to sell air too at some point, but because I don't have enough capital, I was like, let me see if miracle is going to happen." And I tried to go and do my style. I took styling training. I went for an upgrade because I knew how to style airs, and I just went for like 1 month upgrade, and that was where I met the lady, I mentioned earlier that I met a friend that also came for styling upgrade, and she advised me to start on social media. So that was what prompted me into starting small. I was able to gather a few capital, and I started with few airs. As at that time, I only started with airs worth maybe 20,000, 30,000. At a point, I sold air blends. That's the cheaper one. But and that's what I said earlier, that you should learn to understand your target audience. I used to sell air blends before, but I no longer sell air blends now. And that's because my target audience do not buy air blends. Even most of my customers now tell me, post luxury ads for us. We don't want to buy cheap ads. And there are some people, I'm not even using it to insult anyone. There are some people that make millions of naira from selling cheap and affordable ads. You just need to know what works for you. What works for A doesn't necessarily have to work for B. So that's how I started. Little by little, I was posting I started with a few ads in my room, and I always wear what I have. I always post what I have to my WhatsApp contacts, and I was running Facebook ads at the time. Facebook ads was so cheap, as low as 5,000 naira. You could run Facebook ads there. Not now that everything is expensive. So I grew over time, and there's something about referrals. If you are able to satisfy one client, that one client can bet you 200 or more customers. If a client is satisfied by your product or service and they are able to tell their colleagues or friends, I have a client that referred me to a I don't know. She's a client that used to buy for me in Nigeria before she traveled to UK, and she referred me to one of our colleagues at work. And this particular woman referred me to all her sisters. She has 6 sisters in US, and until now she has some in US, she has some in UK, and until now they only buy air from me. This is the power of just one person, one referral. That's why it's
Wow.
very important to treat your customers right, no matter type of customer. Even if person is buying 10,000 naira, 1,000 naira air from you, you should always treat your customers right. I had a customer that got to know my page through sponsored advert, and she walked into the store to buy air one day. And ever since, she used to tell me, I referred my friends to you. I told her that she must buy air from Top Lock. She made sure all her friends started buying hairs from me. And I said, any client, for every returning customer you have, know you left a lasting impression that will last them for a while, that will make them say, I want to come back to this person. It did not start very easy. And over time, I started running ads, Instagram ads. When you start making money, you'll be able to run Instagram ads, and you'll be able to reach a wider range of audience. So that's where I am at now. Before, I used to just post my that time we used to do all these WhatsApp ads where you pay someone maybe 2,000, 3,000, and they will add people to they will post your link, people will add you on WhatsApp, and you just post. That's what I was doing literally at the time. But the major break for me was when I went into um wholesale business. I realized that most people want to go into air business. People are saying air business, air business, air business, air business. Yes, air is not really a necessity, but if you know the amount of people that are wearing air in Nigeria, even no matter how everybody is shouting, there's no money, booty pain regime, whatever, whatever. People are buying air, people are selling air, people are going into the business every single day. I noticed, okay, as a student, a single mom, you want to make money from the comfort of your home. They are venturing into a business. And when you join our hostels group, we just post it. We can help you deliver to your customers. Some people will buy maybe 2 or 3 and sell first, and buy again and sell. Anyhow, it just works for you. Just make sure you do it anyhow. You can start with dropshipping. It doesn't matter. You post what you post on the group, and you get your customers from there. I have so many dropshippers that their customers don't even know who they are. Just do whatever works for you. Their customers don't know them, they don't even see them, and they trust them. It is you trying to build trust. I mentioned earlier that we know that when you are venturing into a business, the primary aim for venturing into a business is to make profit, but make sure you build trust. Building trust is very, very important, and it's going to help you along the way. Once you're able to build trust of your own loyal buyers, that's it. And the second question,
I think you
hmm,
actually answered both. Is it just me?
really?
Because the second
Okay.
question was how did you like get, and you spoke about like how you started with ads and like WhatsApp ads, and like now you can even do more. Especially because you now have like a wholesale group for like job shippers. So that was the second question that that I had. So I thought you even remembered. I was like, what a way that you were able to seriously answer both questions without a problem. So I guess that those questions were actually connected. Thank you so much. This is our last question we're taking, and then we are done. But before I go to that, we have some benefits for attendees of the webinar. Unfortunately, some people are already dropping off. That's why I want to say this now. So, in what we have as our benefits for attending the webinar is, first, you get a 15-minute content strategy consultation with the marketing team as well. So you get 15 minutes content strategy consultation. So your content, you want to go into content marketing, social media, and you just need some ideas to brainstorm. We'll be doing that with you. I will drop the link for you to register in the chat. And then secondly, initially what we had was 500 naira discounts on your next delivery using routing, but I think I'm correct. We are upping that to 1,000 naira. So your next delivery, if you are going to order, make a delivery with routing for your business to a client or something within Lagos, you get 1,000 naira discount. So you need to just go to the App Store or Play Store and download Route, and you get 1,000 naira off your first 2 deliveries. So I'm just going to put in the chat now to the form to register for the 15 minutes content strategy session. If you're interested in that, you can just register there. Thank you so much. So our last question. Oh, this person has my question, blah blah blah. This person has a hair and a few days to be so would it be possible? Please ask this question on the community group and we'll get to the answer. We don't have time. So the last question was from somebody who said that in customer service, how do I deal with situations where I have done my best to give the best value to my customer, but my delivery partner mishandled my package or acted rudely to my customer? So I feel like last this we are in charge of, like, we do deliveries and stuff like that. We can assure you that won't happen if you use our space. But yeah, just to ask from our speakers, how have you ever encountered that? How did that go? Anybody can take the floor right now. I'm not calling anybody. If you have an answer, you've had this experience, please go ahead.
Can I quickly speak on this?
Yes.
I jokingly say on my Twitter that dispatch riders don't care about your mental health. They don't care. I've used a lot of the companies in Nigeria, and there's always that off day. There will just be one day when everything just doesn't work. And the first thing I would say is that from the minute your package is picked up to when it is eventually delivered, you should be 100% transparent with the customer. Don't assume that people know how deliveries work. If they don't run a business, they won't know. A lot of people that work in 9 to 5 don't know how deliveries work. So, and then different delivery companies work differently. So you can say, oh, your package will be picked this morning and to be delivered between 2 and 4 p.m. this evening. If they ask why is it not coming directly, because of people expect that immediately a package is picked up from you, it's coming straight to them. You can also explain. Carrying them along will manage their expectations. Then if something happens, like maybe your dispatch rider is unreachable, you can't call him, or it's rained heavily, don't wait for the customer to reach out to you first. Be proactive. You say, oh, you should have gotten your package by now, but due to unforeseen circumstances or due to heavy rainfall or this or that, I can't reach my dispatch rider at the moment. So please expect some delays in receiving your package. This carrying them along actually helps because they're not the ones reaching out to you, they're not getting agitated before getting any feedback. And then let's say the package arrives and it is damaged. Please just take responsibility. It can be very painful, it can be very hard, especially in business, but as a business owner, you have to know what you have to know when to take responsibility, when to be accountable. It is not the customer's fault that your dispatch rider did not deliver. Then lastly, I'll just say try to work with reliable dispatch companies. Avoid all this by this because they are trying to save costs. I think someone mentioned something about delivery fee being expensive. I've been there. My jewelry is not expensive, so because it's not expensive, I try to keep delivery fee cheap. But what I found out is that cheap delivery fee, there's a reason it's cheap, and you will find out.
You pay
So
you pay
you
for it
don't want to
somewhere else.
find out. So please stick with who is reliable over who is cheap. Always choose reliability over cost, and you will be graceful in the long run. So that's what I say.
Thank you so much, Elsa. I want to say something, and this might actually sound salesy. Obviously, I work with Route so I must say this. And that is that when you are sending a delivery through Route, your customer who you put your customer's phone number, so they also get notifications every time like the rider has picked up the package. You're not the only one seeing it. They will also get messages saying the rider has picked up the package, the rider is 10 minutes away from you, the rider. So it's not really a matter of like, it's not even the rider just intuiting what is not right. Like, we are at the back end actually providing that information to whoever is receiving the delivery. So that's another thing that I feel like personally for me, I'm not a business owner, but I'm not a business owner that would really um encourage me. I would say something before another person answers the question. And it's that you guys really have inspired me today. I'm not even going to lie. I hope that other people on the call feel as inspired as I do. I want to go and start business. Like after listening to this, I want to go and start a business. I'm like, I must start business. So I want to also have stories of tenacity and growth. And in 6 years, I'll be like, oh, I started this like 6 years ago after a webinar I joined. So thank you so much. Linda, Ruth, do you have any final words, or do you want to talk about that last question before we round off this webinar? Any final words, or do you want to talk about the whole question about
Um, sorry. So I think Elsa answered pretty much everything. Delivery partners can be very, very frustrating. But one thing is you should learn to take accountability. Know that there are times where there will be losses in your business. Or something got missing. It's not the customer's fault that it is missing. Replace it if you need to. Or if you need to offer a refund for that client, but just do your best. And also delivery is going late, and delivery, the timeline you give them for delivery is not, I mean, the rider is not delivering at that appropriate time. Learn to reach out first. And I also like to say, um there's this thing where that I do that, oh, okay, delivery within Lagos is between, let's say, 1 to 3 working days. I know you're probably going to get it on that one day, but it's just there's this thing they say, oh, under promise and over deliver. So basically, always do that as well. It will also help your customer to think, oh, I put them on your mind. It's very, very powerful. So that's just my.
That's so good. That's so good. Thank you, Linda. Ruth, any final words?
Honestly, I think India just touched what I wanted to say. In business, you get losses and you get your wins. There are days where you lose and there are some days where you win. So always important to take accountability when necessary. Dispatch riders can frustrate the hell out of you, even internationally, everywhere. So you just need to learn to take accountability, apologize when necessary, and if possible, you reform. That's one thing my friends used to insult me for their situation. I'm not always scared to respond to customer, especially when I know the lapse is from my own end. I'm never scared to refund a customer. It's very easy for me to refund. There are some people that will tell you, I cannot refund you, there's nothing you want to do about it. There are some vendors that do that. But once I know that this thing is out of control and it's something I do not have control over, or it's something that is like a lapse from my end, I will refund you gladly. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Ruth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we are come to the end of the webinar. I'm just going to mention, I hope that you have gotten as much value as I have. If you have, please just clap. Thank you. I'm already seeing the claps. Clap. Just react. Let them feel it. Let them feel it. Everybody who attended this or registered for this webinar will get the link to watch the recording in case you want to go back and watch something again. Like I said, this is not the last time we're having webinars. We're still going to have another webinar next month. Most likely next month we'll have another webinar just talking about. And if you have questions, please join our WhatsApp community. Ask your questions. So we'll bring people on board who have experience like this and can talk about it and can like help you to, scale, help you to grow. Yeah, so join our WhatsApp community, download Routies. When you download Routies, you get 1,000 naira off your deliveries, your first two deliveries. And just test us. I feel like you should just test us and see. A change, I mean a trial. What do people say? A trial will, what do they say? I can't remember. But just try us. And then lastly, what was last I was just mentioned? Yes, lastly, if you are interested in a content strategy session with the Routing team, this is the link, the message. I have just pinned the message right now. So kindly copy the form, copy the link to the form so that you can register. We'll also be sending all these in an email after this webinar. Thank you all for joining our amazing speakers. We are so, so grateful. Thank you for honoring our invite and for coming and taking your time. Like 1 hour, 30 minutes, I just flew like that. I was so, so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, everybody, have a great day. See you on the group chat.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye. Good
Thank
night.
you for having me. Good night.
Thank you for having me.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Thank you.